Joshua no Estúdio Showlivre. How you doing?
Hey.
Joshua, could you please first introduce your band?
Okay, as I usually say, a band that's traveling. The apartment, our apartment is here on stage. So in the living room with the laptops, keyboards, percussion, vocals, Mr. Chintan Reilenberg. In the basement, playing the bass, Mr. Satgyan Fukuda. And as you can tell by the pots and pans here, in the kitchen, Sri Raul Sengupta.
Okay. And this is your first time in Brazil, right?
Yeah.
What are your feelings so far?
Exciting. Very nice. Well, we have only seen São Paulo for one day, and it feels very nice, what we have experienced so far. It feels like a very lively yet relaxed extension of Europe. I might be completely wrong, but that's what I felt so far.
Okay. And you released 15 albums since in 1993, right? This one is your last record.
Yeah, I stopped counting. Yeah.
Yeah, Luminous Secrets. And in your website, there's a description of your first contact with Indian music by the age of 16, right? With Ravi Shankar. Could you tell us a little bit about the process, how that opening began, how that opening started?
Well, with 16, I was into rock and jazz, listened to a lot of music, and also played in bands. And then I heard a record of Ravi Shankar for the very first time, and it just triggered something. It was like I suddenly felt I have to learn this instrument. I heard the sitar. Ravi Shankar is we could say in the West, the most famous sitar player. And so I decided with 16 that I have to learn this instrument and go to India, which I did when I was 18. I went to India for the first time.
And your studies began there, right?
They began there, and they intensified much later. And so I have studied the sitar and Indian music to a certain point. And then at a certain point, I decided it's time to create a band, which we did in India, and some of the members are still around here.
And it's interesting because in your website also says it felt like it was something natural to you, right? Being there in India, it felt familiar to you, even though you haven't never been there.
Well, I mean, there are all sorts of theories of past lives and reincarnation, all this. I don't want to say it is this or it is that, but my personal experience was that I had a very strong feeling of coming home when I came to India for the first time. It was really strange because I really felt I was here before. Although I couldn't read what was written on the signs, I couldn't talk to people, nothing like that, but I had a feeling I know this and I'm back. Nice. And strangely, it happens with Brazil as well. Woo!
Oh, I'm glad to know that.